like?
There's people back there in the back.
You're the best!
How you doing, guys?
You're the best, Paul!
I won't argue with you. Hey, it's so good to see all of you. I thank you for coming out on this rainy day. And I certainly want to thank my dear, dear friend for many years, Cousin Brucie, who we love, who we've enjoyed all this time. You know what we're here for, and I must tell you that I see a lot of familiar faces here that I performed for, and this is the first time, obviously, that I've been able to confront you with my first book. And I think to get to it, and I know that we have some questions and some responses for all of you, so I want you really to get your time value out of this. So we're going to get right to it, and through the course of it all, we'll tell you more about the book and the CD that's out, and we'll take it from there, because I got to pee so bad you have no idea. I just had champagne upstairs with the boss. You know, the boss. You want him? What is this? A cake?
That's a nice cake. That's a nice cake. That's everyone will have a piece of
Are
cake.
they all getting a piece of cake? Oh, you're all getting a piece of cake.
And somebody will say, give them cake or something.
I'm going to stand in front of this piece of cake. Can I get down? If I could get down, I wouldn't. Closer. That's great. Thank you so much. I appreciate
Thank you. That's really nice. All right, let's get to work here.
Okay. How
We have a new album. We have a new album, Paul Anka's Duets. That's his latest album. We'll talk about that. And very important here, on these leaves, on these pages, contains a life history that continues and continues. I was surprised that it wasn't more like the New York telephone book. Sorry, the way you...
Because of the technology, Michael, there with me in a sense, recording with him and with Sinatra, who's on there, was the most emotional, moving moment for me to be able to sing with these guys as if they were there. And only because of the technology could we do that. And that was the coolest part of doing this album, to be able to sing with those guys as if they were in the room with you. And also, you know, you could be in Los Angeles and Dolly Parton is in Nashville recording while you're in LA. So it's a wide open door as to what you can do today because of the technology.
May I say, that's a damn shame.
Why's that?
I mean, Dolly Parton was going to record with me. I'd want her in the same room, very close. What are you saying? You're so happy she's been in Nashville?
Yes, I would have liked to have been with all three of them.
Yes. Yes. Well, the album,
Yes.
the album here was Michael Jackson. I'm looking here. This is it.
Yes.
It's a number 4 cut. On the album, there's a lot of things. I see
Well, I
Patty
picked
LaBelle's
those that
on
I
here.
thought would fit the music. You know, you hear a lot of CDs out today where they, you know, somebody gets a concept and you're making somebody sing what they can't do. So with the opportunity of getting people to fit different material, as in Dolly, as in Bublé, I was able to really get the optimum out of it. And each guy fit, each woman fit, and that was the criteria.
And he's on a whirlwind tour now. Now, if you were on the air with me on Sirius,
Yeah.
I'd say to you, Paul, I want to play something from this album, because I have to play your hits. My audience demands it.
Right.
But I have to play something from this new album, and I want to... What would you pick? This is a tough one. You have 14 cuts on the air. Each one of them are cakes like we just had a few moments ago.
Yes.
So what would you select? What would you say, Brucie, play this one?
Well, it is difficult, and I would start with probably the Leon Russell, which I like. I would do the Bublé, which I like. I would then go to Michael McDonald, which I like. I mean, there's a lot of good stuff on there. The new material that I wrote is Find My Way Back to Your Heart, which is a good cut, and then the other one, the Leon Russell, is a new song. So those are the ones that really come to mind. The Celine Dion, I mean, you could go on and on.
Willie Nelson. I see Willie Nelson. You did
Crazy.
Crazy.
Crazy. I love that
He's
song.
celebrating, his 80th birthday very soon.
Yeah, I'll be there.
So he was
one day.
another magnificent legend that you're going to be
That's
putting with. That's
I almost got, I tried to get Justin Bieber for Diana. Really, I'm serious. I figured, you know, fellow Canadian, you know, he's going through a little thing right now, and I hope he'll be fine. He's a cool kid. So I thought maybe I could get him to come on and do Diana. Wouldn't that have been cool? Because, you know, that was the start. And I have to tell you, coming down here when I was a kid, with that song, when music was in its infancy stage, and some of you I grew up with, when it was a whole different time and a different thing, I look back at those memories. I was telling Ines, I was on this morning, and then I did Pierce, will be on CNN tonight. And I was telling him that first time I came down here, the reason I remember all that stuff I've been through, all over the world, I've been very blessed being able to travel and look at other cultures and really get a sense of what's out there. So that's one part of my life I continue to do is travel.
When people sing your songs, besides Paul Anka, different languages, in Russian or Chinese or wherever you've been, what happens to you? Do you smile? Do you get a kick out of it? Do you say, "Oh my God, what is going on here"?
Well, you're always very touched when people do your music, especially other artists. But sometimes you can go to some places where they don't quite have the command of the English language, and they start singing to you, and you try to keep a straight face the best.
Well, it's because of anything funny.
I was in Russia, for instance. I got invited over. There's a lot of money over there. So they called me to go over there. Russia's coming on, and they love their music. And I found out it was a corporate date for 40 men. So can you imagine? They got at this restaurant. I show up, and there I am sitting. And then I get up, and there's 40 guys in front of me. Do you know what it's like singing Puppy Love to 40 men? And then you got them like, sing, put your head on my shoulder. Everybody sing. Now you got 40 guys, put your head on my shoulder. Anyway, it gets very interesting when you travel through.
And you have to be sort of bite your lip once in a while. Let's have another one. How about that gentleman over there? Big, yeah. Yes, loud.
Thanks, Dr. Bruce. Paul, this is more of
You did pretty darn well with that song, but I think I understood what you meant. That's a once-in-a-lifetime legendary anthem that somebody writes. You gave birth to this song.
Well,
Sinatra grabs it. Right?
He didn't grab it. I gave it, and nobody grabs anything from Sinatra. But what it was, I knew him, the Rat Pack. Grew up in Vegas, worked with them. They were my pals. They took care of me, and always wanted, as I continued on the road as being a writer, to write for as many people that I liked. And I was very fortunate that I had a lot of good my way after I met him in Florida. I was down there working. He was doing a movie. And at the Fountain Blue Hotel. Some of you may remember that. And long story short, he said, "Kid," we're at the dinner. He said, "I'm quitting show business. I'm doing one more album with Don Costa." I said, "Wow, you're quitting?" He said, "I'm out of here. Rat Pack's over. I'm getting hassled by certain things, and I'm out." So I came back to New York where I was living. 1 o'clock in the morning, sat down. Thought of Sinatra. I said, what would he do with this melody? How would he approach it if he was a writer? And all of a sudden it just came to me. It morphed into a "Now the end is near. Face the final curtain." At 5 o'clock in the morning, a thunderstorm, raining. I finished the song. I called him in Vegas. I said, "Mr. Sinatra, I got the song for the album." He said, "Really?" I said, "Yeah." Next day, went in, did a demo, ran up to Vegas, Caesar's Palace, played him the song. He looked at me and said, "Kid, I'm doing it." 2 months later, in New York, my apartment, phone rings. Mr. Sinatra on the phone. He said, "Kid, listen to this." He took the phone. He was in L.A. Put the phone up to the speaker. I listened to it and started crying. That was a big time for me, but that was it.
That's a beautiful memory. Beautiful memory. Of course, that song. Yeah, it's on the new album, too.
Yeah, it's on there with Frank.
That must have been kind of interesting doing that with Frank Sinatra.
Well, as I
what
said
did that make
earlier,
you feel? I mean, that must have been...
Oh, emotional.
I mean, forget the technology. I mean, that's there. Yeah. But you go past the technology, you're an artist. And it probably was living in a real time of your life doing that.
Oh, absolutely. I mean, as I said earlier, with him and Michael, and in a booth, and hearing them and sing with me, amazing.
It's got to be an amazing experience. Amazing experience.
Yeah.
All right, here's one.